Okay. I know this subject has been beaten with a stick many, many times. But I've been talking to a lot of people about the JFK assassination. And a lot of people have been saying they watched the whole thing live on TV. And when they say that to me, I ask like, you seen them get shot on TV? And they say yes. It was live on TV. Cameras are everything was televised. And it's funny how this timeline it doesn't have any actual live footage of the assassination. Like they just say in this timeline that this I don't even know how to say that guy's name. I would just say the guy's name was Z in it. Is the only video archive footage of JFK getting shot. Um, and like I said, I have been going around asking people about the JFK assassination, and a lot of people were saying they seen it live on TV when they were kids. Like they said, they remember seeing him waving around everybody, and then all of a sudden he grabs himself, and then the cameras kind of pan back because they're wondering what's going on. Then that's when once the camera pan back, that's when you see his head blow up. That's when people were saying they seen his head blow up on TV, and I I don't know. Like I don't know. These days I don't know what to believe. Like you can't even go on Google anymore and Google shit because 9 times out of 10 Google change it to whatever they're saying it is now. So yeah, and it's kind of hard to ask people questions about the past because a lot of 9 times out of 10 everybody goes to their phone trying to Google it, and I'm like, don't Google it, just use the top of your head. And once they say use the top of their head, they just give in and say I don't remember. They don't want to try to even attempt to remember or anything like that. But yeah, a lot of older people I've been speaking to about this incident are saying that it was live on TV. And a lot of people I've spoke to also, they have no clue that Governor Conley was injured as well, which I don't remember that as well either, because that would have been in our classrooms as well, like mentioning that not only was President Kennedy shot, but Conley was shot as well. And I seen the interview footage of Conley and when he's talking about it, and it's also they also try to connect that footage to the theory that Jackie shot JFK because they say he tears up when he says after what she did. Like some people are saying he's talking about when Jackie shot him in the head. Other people are just saying that I don't know. It baffles me these days. Everything like just gets me frustrated trying to tell people about stuff, like talk to people, like even trying to get people just to remember simple little things. They don't remember it. Like I know I'm using this I use this old example in my other video, but this in my other video I've talked about how I was buying a can of Coke and it how they always they always have to reassure that it is the original recipe because in the 80s they changed the recipe. A lot of negative flack about that, but that was also you got to realize also that was during the time of the taste test challenge, and a lot of people were preferring this new flavor over the old Coke, and that's how they're doing it. They were doing blind taste tests with old Coke and new Coke, and a lot of people were preferring the new Coke over the old Coke, so they went with that. But once people started drinking it and getting like realizing that it's not the original Coke recipe, they started complaining and they changed the recipe right quick. Back to my story though. I was jokingly saying to this woman that isn't it funny how they always gotta reassure you that it's the original recipe? She just looked at me like, "What do you mean?" I was like, "You don't remember when Coke changed the recipe for their pop?" And she just looked at me with big eyes and said, "They changed the recipe." And I was like, "I guess I'm older than you then, because this happened in the '80s, kind of thing." I don't know. And I've been trying to search through some old newspapers for like old residues of Ford Ford symbols, and I only found one picture that of Ford. For some reason, it's backwards. You can see it now. The way I see it now on the screen, it's reversed on the screen, but the way it is on now, it's backwards. This one you can't even see it; it's too blurry. Period. And I don't know about you, but I remember back in the day, Calgary Sun was always filled to the max with Ford ads, like advertisements for Fords, new Fords and stuff like that. And now all of a sudden it's all Mitsubishi, stuff like that. I'm not complaining about those companies. Like, they're great companies, don't get me wrong, but like, this just makes my search for old world residue kind of hard because, like I said, I remember back in the day, these sun papers, any paper was filled to the max with car dealership ads, and most of the time they were all Fords. Now all of a sudden, you can barely find a Ford's advertisement in the paper. It's just frustrating. And coming and asking people for their opinion about this or the Mandela effect, they either choose not to acknowledge it or they just flat out give in and say, "Oh, it's maybe my mind's not what I think it was." Like, seriously. I mean, like, there are like how many cases of people reporting that they don't remember it this way, and it can't be this shared memory theory, because by that theory, everybody in the world has a shared memory. It just, oh my god, frustrating, completely frustrating. I hate the fact that I can't talk to normal people about this subject. They just look at me like I'm crazy. Like, I don't know. I don't know. And another thing, I found, apparently there's this app you can get on your phone now. All of a sudden, you can make money just by liking and sharing stuff like that. To me, it seems like it's just like you're basically spamming. You liking spam and checking out spam. I mean, I've read the reviews. People have been saying you do collect points, but nobody on those reviews at all have had bragged how much money they made on those things. Just points, which kind of makes me weary. Like, I've been ripped off online before, so I'm kind of sketchy when it comes to shit like this. Like, I don't give out my information unless I know it's legit. I mean, the site says itself it's legit, but I've never seen anybody comment that, "Oh, I made $500 in a week," or something like that. No, all they say is, "I made this much points." They don't say about turning in those points for money. Like, I don't know. I hate having nobody to talk to about this. Everybody just thinks I'm crazy. These days I think I am going crazy. I mean, I look look out the window every day and I see certain things changed. Like, it just gets to me. Oh well, have a good keep fighting a good fight, and if you want to talk about this Mandela effect, I'm here. Feel free. Oh, Megs, you're famous. I seen you on angry Mandela effect people videos. I forget what it's called. If I had a computer, I'd show the link in the comment section, but I don't. I'm just on a cell phone. But yeah, Megs, you're in a Mandela effect video officially. Hopefully I don't get one, but I have been seeing some of my videos pop up in the recommended list, which is kind of funny because it just kind of hard to get used to. But if you're watching this and you like what you see, recommend my page. Like, do some more investigating. This thing is real. It is real. Our world is changing. And another thing that gets to me is this. I know I said goodbye earlier, but this lunar eclipse coming next week. Like, I've seen a lot of videos on there that are saying that it's been prophesied in the Bible, and that when this thing happens, the gates of hell are going to be opened or some shit like that. Like, oh my god. Some people are even going so far as to say the gates of hell have already been opened. Crazy world we live in. Crazy world. Well, I gotta go before my mom thinks I'm going crazy talking to myself. See you later.